I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world, and this is the Roasting the Dead special, folks. We got the 1800's special. I went out of my way to make sure that everybody I roasted this week was born and raised and died in the 1800's alone and only. I think maybe there's one grave in here that I may have hit that was a 1700's birth and then an 1800's death. But other than that, I kept it pretty close to the belt when it comes to 1800's deaths only. And it was difficult to do because I went to a brand new cemetery I'd never been before. The place was massive, and I had to skip some pretty solid names because they had lived and died in the 1900's or even the 2000's. So I was like, I gotta miss these ones, but I'll be back there, folks. I'll be back there to get some good ones. But for now, we got our 1800's special this week. People that lived and died solely in the 1800's. And I know what you're thinking. Mr. Christopher, usually for Roasting the Dead, you do your intros in cemeteries. Well, it's a specials week, and I got a lot to do in the cemetery already, so I did all that. Couldn't capture a good intro. There was too much going on, so I did it on the couch this week. It's specials week, folks. Yesterday we had the Shia LaBeouf special. Today we got the Roasting the Dead 1800's special. And tomorrow, I'll spoil it a little bit for you, we got the nature special. I went and I got a bunch of nature. I just went out in nature, that's all. You'll see. But with that said, let's get to roasting some 1800's people, folks. Let's get out there and let's get roasting some people that died long ago before any of us were even thought about.
This guy died in 1856. William Marden. Those are actual representations of his nipples. Jeez, they must have put this sidewalk down in the 1800's. Friggin' destroyed. This thing is ruined. May as well just be pebbles. A pebble walk. Erected in memory of Miss Sarah, the wife of Mr. W.M. Manning. Erected? At 91, leaving people erected? She must have been beautiful. I can't do it, Benjamin said, and his friend said, so hone in. So hone in, Benjamin. You can get it done, so hone in. Terrible joke. Died in 1869. Nice. Here lies an old stone, put here in 1823. Nobody knows who or why or what, but it's here. The original Homer Simpson. Billings Briggs Reed lived and died in the 1800's. This guy has no idea what's going on. If I said AI to this guy, he'd be like, AI to you too. You never just see a blatant rip, you know? You never see just a blatant rest in peace. But for the folks that died and lived in the years of the 1800's, the Salter family. Throw some salter on the wound. They loved math. Loved it. Little chipmunk, buddy. Adorable. This place is littered with wildlife. Well, and dead people. It's littered with dead people as well. I know, you probably thought, what'd you think? When I did that turn, it was going to be a bunch of deer and rabbits, but it was just a bunch of graves. Yeah. But there are a good amount of no deer. There's some rabbits. Let's go back to roasting. John Sullivan Hooper, son of H.N. and P.L. Hooper, born August 5th, 1827, died April 30th, 1832. But he was like 5. What did you do, kid? I bet he drowned. I bet he friggin' drowned. Teach your kids how to swim. Oh my goodness, and while we're at it, Charlotte Augusta Hooper, daughter of H.N. and P.L. Hooper, born September 12th, 1841, died September 21st, 1847. Sister was like 6. Sister was like 7 or 6. 6, she was 6. Or maybe she was only 5. What are the Hoopers doing? What are the Hoopas doing? Alright, check this out. This is going to answer some questions. You got Henry Northey Hooper, the father of those two 5-year-olds. That's looking nice. And then you got, I don't know, Priscilla something rather, scratched by the ghost kids who maybe she killed them and she's demonic probably. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say that checks out. She might not be a good mom. That's what I'm going to say. And then there's like Isaac Hattis Hooper. I don't know. I'm not going to move the vines. But I'm out of here, Hooper family. It was nice meeting all of you, except for her. Except for her. I'm just assuming, but you know.
What I'm assuming, folks, is that she murdered her children. I'm not going to say it happens all the time, but it happens enough for me to assume that Miss Hooper was a bit of a murderous C-word. And by C-word, I mean cunt. All right, let's keep moving along here. 1800 special.
Look at this guy. Chilling. What's up, buddy? 333. Oh, there he goes. Please, sir, have mercy on thee. Please. Please, sir. This grave makes me uncomfortable. Please, sir. Leopold Morse Jr.
Everybody in the 333, put your zombie hands up and die with me. Yeah. Everybody in the 333, put your zombie hands up and die with me. Yeah. That grave of that child begging for its life. Please, sir. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's one of those like 1800s fathers, maybe, probably, that was like so scared of God that he made a grave for his child that was begging God for forgiveness. And it's like, what did your child do, sir? That he needs such forgiveness? Was your child a rapist? I don't know. Please, sir. Let's get back to roasting.
I'm pretty sure this Robin follows me everywhere. Like, not even kidding, like miles and miles. Like, he knows my car. Am I right, my dude? I call it, that's a yes. I call him Mr. Christopher's Robin. Mr. Christopher's Robin, that's him. He's gonna start becoming a star on this show because I'm telling you, he's always with me. Mr. Christopher's Robin. In reality, I'm lost, and I need to like, get out of this cemetery. It's a vast cemetery. I trust my instincts, but I want to get over to that. I want to make my way over to that. We'll see if I make it there, folks. We'll see if Mr. Christopher makes it there. Alice?
I think it's an Alice in Wonderland's thing, but like every time I see a grave that just says Alice on it, I like to go up to it and just go, Alice! And then I walk away. And I like to think that the ghost of that Alice is always like, what? Oh, jeez. It's fun. It's fun. All right, let's keep rolling along here.
Me be dead. Sorry, I gotta hold my laughter here. Me be dead since 1889. Me be dead. Beautiful gravesite though, you know. You gotta love that. Look at that. With the sun shining down on me be. Beautiful stuff, me be dead. May the sun shine bright on thee. May the sun shine bright on me. May the sun shine bright, may the sun shine bright, may the sun shine bright on thee. There's so many, there's a bunch of like, there's so much, yeah, green leaves. Yeah, there really is. There's so many green leaf. So much green leaf around. I'm deeper into the cemetery, and I'm a little scared I'm not going to get out before nightfall. But I made it to this thing. Oh, there's bushes in the middle. I didn't even notice. Really cool. Interesting. Interesting. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, folks. Georgie, our angel in heaven. It's just a headless dog. Crazy. John Hurd, born March 30th, 1780, died November 14th, 1862, and his wife Persis II, wife of John Hurd, born July 16th, 1801, died August 12th, 1879. Heard that. That's a bunch of bull horse. No? Beautiful grave, though. Beautiful grave. This must be their whole other family. Beautiful stuff.
Back in the 1800s, you got buried with your whole family. The fact that there's a Persis II is crazy to me, by the way. Persis the First was like Persis the First. There'll never be a Persis again, so I'm definitely naming my daughter Persis the Second. Cool. The fact that there's two of you is crazy in the world. Persis? I am going to ask my daughter to name her daughter, if she ever has one. I'm going to ask her to name her Persis. I'm going to ask her to name her Persis Mr. Christopher, and then the last name, whatever that will be. But yeah, back in the 1800s, we buried each other with our family, with our loved ones. Nowadays, you're lucky if you can, I don't know, even be close to the ones you knew when you were alive. Money. The control that they have over deceasedness is crazy to me. Money, greed, power, selfishness. I need to start a how to bury people my way company. I'll be dead before I ever start anything, but I started Mr. Christopher's World. That's good enough. Let's keep roasting, folks. Let's keep roasting away.
Here lies the years 1887 and 1892. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about those times. John W. Phelps. I bet this man could swim like the best of them. I bet this man had records back in the 1800s that they don't talk about because swimming wasn't a big deal back then. I feel like swimming back in the 1800s was considered like a gay man's activity. Like, oh, that queer swims? Ugh. That buddy gets wet? Weirdo. Here lies probably what was considered at the time the best pizza to ever be made in the history of pizzas in the 1800s. Look at it, it's immaculate. James Henry, plucked from earth to bloom in heaven. Makes you feel like he was like a child, right? But he was 44 years old. Like, yeah, that's sad. It's sad that you lost your son and he's dead. But I bet he was a drunk. 1819 to 1861. Maybe I'm wrong. Plucked from earth to bloom in heaven. But he bloomed on earth. He bloomed already. Mother, Mother Mary. Scary Mother Mary. Mother, Mother Mary. Oh, Mother Mary. Joshua Bates, hey, he fell for a bait and he got killed. Hey, Joshua Bates, hey. Joshua L. Bates, yeah, he took a big L when he got killed or died. I don't know what happened to Joshua Bates. People from the 1800s had boring names. I'm sorry. What am I to do with Joshua L. Bates? I'm sorry, Joshua. It's nothing against you. It's your parents. They named you. I swear, either there is a ton of little chipmunk buddies, or this guy's following me around. Same with this rabbit over here. Either there's a ton of rabbits, or this buddy is like following me around. Do you work for the CIA? Do you work for the FBI? Huh? Who do you work for? This tree is crazy. Well, tree, stone. There he is again. My buddy, you coming right up to me now? Come here. Come here. Ah, oh, come here. Alright, he's like, no. He's just trolling me. Did I ever tell you you're my hero, Mr. Chipmunk?
You're everything I want to be, reincarnated to be. Did I ever tell you you're my hero, Mr. Chipmunk? If I was reincarnated, I would be you. That's not exactly true. I wouldn't want to be anything that's too small that can just be kind of scooped up and eaten by like any animal. You know, I would like to, if there was reincarnation and reincarnation was real and I was coming back, my three top options, right? Eagle, preferably like a sea eagle, owl, yeah, or a tree. Yeah. Tree scares me the most because I don't want to just be a happy 300-year-old tree, just like, always stretching in the sun, just like, just for some guy named Tommy to come and cut me down. You know, it's like, ugh, what a shame. But anyway, let's keep roasting. I found a tower. We'll get there. You'll see. Specials week, 1800s. Let's keep rolling along here, folks.
You down there. You right there, the lover of math. The lover of math and squares. Yes, you. How's the weather down there? When I get caught filming by people walking, especially in this cemetery, it's a pretty packed cemetery. When I get caught filming though, I like to go, "Hi, I'm just an old-fashioned ghost from the 1800s who found a camera. Don't mind me." And then I keep walking. And then I like to think that, you know, later down the line in their life, they're like, I wonder what he was. Maybe he really was an old-fashioned ghost from the 1800s who found a camera. Maybe I am. Maybe I am that. And I just know it's so surreal for people to hear that I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to use it as a joke instead of realness, because if I say it for real, people will put me in a mental asylum. But no, they won't, Mr. Christopher, because mental asylums don't exist anymore. Okay, good. Well, let's go back to roasting. Look at this sarcophagus. This guy's coffin has lion hands. It's crazy. So here's a close-up of the esophagus, okay? Here lies the body of John Hooker Ashman, Royal Professor of Lowen Harvard University, who was born July 3rd, 1800 and died April 11th, 1833. But he was 33 years old. He was a Harvard teacher, and this is what they buried him in. Guy was like 4'2". I'm not saying anything bad about you, buddy. But I have a feeling you didn't deserve to be teaching at Harvard. Died at 33, you're clearly an idiot as far as I'm concerned, my sir. Professor. Are those the size of your hands? Disgusting. Were you Frankenstein? Gosh darn, I'm done with you. Hey, buddy. You're beautiful, buddy. Look at him. According to legend, that's a dead person, right? Or is it a dead dog? Maybe he's a dead dog. Look at him. He's like, I'm the dead dog. I'm actually never a dead person. I'm always the dead dog. He hears me talking about it. He's like, yeah, that's me. That's me. Sometimes on Roasting the Dead, Mr. Christopher has to stop and ask himself, what are you getting yourself into? Oh my goodness. Oh, there he is. Oh, look at him. It's just me, buddy. We're friends. We're pals. It's fine. You're safe with me. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to continue on my way. I'm going to continue on my way. You know, now I feel safe knowing that the Chipmunk Army is behind Mr. Christopher. Let's continue on our way. Josiah Stickney. Buddy was the stickniest person you ever met in your life. Always had stickney hands. Adrian Jaquitnot over here. Adrian Jaquitnot. Jaquitnot, always Jaquittin on everything, right? Jaquittin. Isaac B. Waite. Legend has it that that is actual representation of his nipples. Yeah. Then you got this little squirrel pal over here. What's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Check out this beautiful rook. Massive. Built for George Washington. Built in 1851. I'm gonna climb it. I'm gonna climb that thing. And I'm sure I'll have a story to tell afterwards. Creepy tower. goodness. Holy crap, holy dudes and lady dudes, this is crazy. I do not love heights, so I'm gonna puke. But goodness gracious, ready? Oh gosh. Made it to the top of the tower. Terrifying. Terrifying. Look at them, higher than trees. Look at that tree all the way down. That's a massive pine tree. That's all the way below me. Crazy. This is a little bit of arcanosauring over here. I mean, look, check out the craftsmanship of this castle built in 1851. This is good stuff. And then look at this door, a creepy door on the way down. Creepy door. Alright, let's go down. What a lovely, lovely sight to behold. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also sad because it's just a bunch of death, but when you have a moment to behold such a sight, take the time to behold the sight. And look at that, now we have ourselves a toad. That's fun. This place is wildlife galore. Let's get a little closer to this guy. Don't worry, buddy, I'm not gonna hurt you. He's out of here. He's like, screw that. I'm out of here. I'm assuming this guy died in 1700s, you know, when everybody was 2 feet 6 inches tall. O Lord, in thee have I trusted.
O Lord, grace thee with peace and serenity. With all that said, that is the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. This was the 1800s Roasting the Dead special. This is, I think, the second special we've done. Or is it the third special we've done? Yeah, this is the third. First special was the ground special. Second special was the lantern special. And this is the 1800s special. And I have future specials already planned and ready to rock. But those are going to be for episodes 52. 52, because we do every 13th episode as a special. So next week we're getting back to normal here on Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. I hope you enjoyed. Lead with love. Never be afraid. Always keep moving forward. And eventually we'll end up here together on Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. This is my world. Farewell. I will see you tomorrow for the Art Connoisseur special, which is a nature special. A nature art special. But real art, real life. Like I went out into the world. And I showed you some Earth, but that's for tomorrow. I also showed you some Earth today because I went to a beautiful cemetery and I got to show you the beauty that was there. Get out there, folks. Go for a hike. Go visit the dead. Go look at some art. Go to an art museum, you know. Go get some food. Cook for yourselves. Cook for each other. Have a fun conversation with family. Love each other because it's going to be over one day. And you don't want to be wasting your time on the phone doing nothing all the time. So get out there and enjoy life. All right, with that said, bye. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.